My brother looked at my 5-year-old at his birthday and said, maybe you shouldn't have had a kid with issues. I kicked him out of my house mid-party, and my family blamed me for starting drama. A month later, a video proved exactly what he'd said. Nobody apologized anyway. My son Leo is autistic. He needs routine, hates loud noise, and gets overwhelmed fast. He also loves dinosaurs, so I kept his birthday simple. A small backyard BBQ, a bubble machine, family only. My brother has always been that guy. Brutally honest. Comedy is dead. He wandered over with a beer while Leo ran around doing tiny T-Rex growls. He said, is he gonna do that all day? Sounds like a dying cat. I tried to keep it light. He's being a dinosaur. Chill. He got louder. You sure he's not possessed? Put the T-Rex down, kid. I said, stop, that's not funny. He rolled his eyes. You're so sensitive. I roast my kids all the time. Your kids aren't autistic, I said. There's a difference. Then he doubled down. First, he tilted his head like he was thinking. Then he smiled like he found the perfect line. Then he spoke loud enough for everyone. Okay, but if you can't handle jokes, maybe you shouldn't have had a kid with issues. After that, the backyard went dead quiet. Leo kept smashing frosting with his toy T-Rex. I didn't yell. I just said, leave now. He laughed. You're kicking me out? Seriously? Yeah, I said, go. My mom followed me inside with, he didn't mean it, you know how he is. Looking back, that sentence is the whole problem. I told her, I do know how he is. That's why he's not safe around my kid. The party limped along, but the vibe was wrecked. People fake smiled and avoided my eyes. Leo didn't notice. He just kept playing and asking dinosaur questions like nothing happened. The next morning, my phone lit up with the same script. I overreacted. Kids need thicker skin. He's old school, and I embarrassed him. I kept wondering, was I really supposed to swallow that for peace? And yeah, I still asked myself if I should have pulled him aside. Then I remembered I'd asked him to stop twice. A week later, my cousin had a birthday party at Chuck E. Cheese. I almost skipped it, but I packed Leo's noise-canceling headphones and went anyway. When the present opening screaming started, he covered his ears, so I guided him towards skee-ball. Behind me, my brother told some adult, that's my nephew, the one with special settings. I froze. Special settings, like my kid was a microwave. I walked back and said, do you actually think that's funny? He grinned. Relax, it's just a nickname, like when your phone acts up. You're comparing my son to a broken phone, I said. He shrugged. Everyone has quirks. I looked him dead in the face. Ever think your biggest quirk is nobody likes you enough to tell you you're not funny? His smile dropped. I took Leo's hand and left. No goodbye, just done. A few weeks after that, a glittery vow renewal invite showed up with a whole paragraph about family unity and recent conflict. I found out my brother was giving a speech at the appreciation part, like he was some inspirational uncle. I RSVP'd no. When the bride cornered me at Target and said they wanted healing, I said, if your healing means I clap for the guy who mocked my kid, I'm out. Then it got quiet, like they were waiting for me to miss them enough to cave. That's when my older sister showed up at my door. She sat at my kitchen table, watched Leo play with his toy volcano, and said, I saw the video. Some teen had filmed at Chuck E. Cheese. In the background, you could hear my brother say, special settings, then laugh. 20 seconds. Clear as day. My sister played it for our mom. Mom said it was out of context, which honestly made my stomach flip. My sister finally snapped and told her this is why I was pulling away. She looked at me and said, I should have spoken up sooner. I'm sorry. Leo wandered over and asked if dinosaurs use coffee to stay awake. My sister laughed real laughter and said, that's a better joke than anything he's ever said. I didn't post the video. Leo isn't a prop for a family fight, but I did send it to my parents. No caption, just the clip. My dad replied, didn't realize it was that bad. No apology, no accountability, just that. This was the moment I understood something simple. Peace without respect isn't peace. It's silence that protects the loudest person in the room. Leo doesn't need a big family. He needs safe people. And if that means mine gets smaller, fine.